Beautiful, blessed souls. Welcome to Brainy Twin Gemini. If you're new, welcome. First and foremost, I want to thank you all so much for the love, the likes, the subs, the comments. It really warms my heart, and I love you all so, so much. So a little bit about myself. I'm a twin that is back in physical reunion with my twin. We came together, we went through the physical separation phase, and by the grace of God, we were able to navigate back to each other in physical essence. I'm a messenger on this journey. I'm delivered messages, signs, syncs, all sorts of things to help you find the light within and the light of each other, to help dismantle any of the myths out there and debunk the untruths out there. Been on this journey for just a little over 3 years now, and by the grace of God, I was given the wisdom, the knowledge, all sorts of messages to navigate back to my twin. So I want to share this gift back with you in hopes that you find each other. Today is a crazy, crazy message. So if you came today, it's awesome because this is a very valuable message. Everything I do, I channel all the energy in the journal. I flip cards out of pictorial and entertainment purposes only, primarily for my own, because the cards always resonate with my journal. I'm very, very different. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to go over some of the messages today. Very valuable messages. So the numbers that I've been seeing is 555. 5 is a very, resonates. What doesn't. It's very biblical. We have 5 fingers, we have 5 toes, we have 5 senses, and it's a beautiful, beautiful number. And when the number 555 comes out, it's a reminder to have appreciation and gratitude for all the beauty of the earth that is out there. So seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, feeling, touching, have gratitude for that, and gratitude leads to abundance. Another message I have here is life is a gift, not a competition. So some are viewing, and that's ego. So soul is life is a gift, ego is life is a competition. There's some energy vampires out there. The more you give, the more they take, and truths and secrets are getting exposed. I have this message, it's predominantly masculine energy, and it's can't fight this feeling anymore. You don't know what it's like to be me. This love has brought me to my knees. So there's so much more here. I leave a lot out because, again, it's for my own entertainment. I cannot believe how these cards always resonate with my journal. It's crazy. So the masculine energy is going through some dark energy. This love has brought them to their knees, and they are feeling like nobody knows what it's like to be me. So I'm going to get started. I do 4 cards, 4 being my birth number, and I do what is in the masculine's current heart space. And if they could say anything, what would the message be? And the overall message for the twin flame dynamic. I view this as messages. I do not view them as really as card readings. So I'm just going to move this over here so I don't knock it. Because all the messages truly are in here. So these are just simply pictorial and guide. And yeah, they always resonate. So there's some tough energy. But again, it's good. So if it's 4, I'll take it. And it is 4. So I cannot believe this. If it's 1, I'll take it, or 4, I'll take it. So I cannot. Okay. So very, very beautiful message. Sometimes I just want to read my journal just to give you that wow factor, because it's so uncanny how this stuff has happened. Self-worth. The masculine energy is really struggling with self-worth. And feminine, if you had energy, if you came to physical essence of each other, when you looked into each other's eyes, the eyes is the gateway to the soul. And you can see what truly, I know this sounds strange, what is ailing one another. So you can see that wounded, I want to say warrior, and the masculine energy has self-worth issues. They feel like they're not good enough for the feminine energy, and they're wrestling with, what do you see in me? And as I said in my journal, this love has brought me to my knees. You don't know what it's like to be me. So they're really wrestling with self-worth, and that's ego. And one thing I do have written down is ego wants to win always. That's thought. And I also often look at it as like Satan or the devil. I'm sorry, because they do not want you to have this soul love. So there's some self-worth issues grounding. As I said, there's some energy vampires out there, and they're sucking the energy right out of you. The masculine energy is trying to ground that negative energy. Negative energy surrounds, unfortunately, this connection. And that's primarily because it's a beautiful, beautiful soul love. And for whatever reason, people, the universe does not want this to manifest into fruition or blossom into abundance. So they're grounding that energy. These two things go hand in hand. You were divinely brought to each other in the most perfect time, at most perfect place. It was not a coincidence. And there is, I want to say, God, divine, universe, which resonates with angel, protecting this connection and brought you to each other at the perfect moment in time. The masculine energy is absolutely waking up, and right now they have faith, and that's what they're it's hard to articulate into words how they're feeling right now, but right now they're looking to their faith and asking whomever, their angel, God, divine, universe, whatever it may be, and because they're on their knees right now, and they have the utmost faith, and they're actually, the truths are getting exposed as they reach out, and while they're on their knees, and it's pretty tough, but it's faith is one of the most important things to keep. And they have that faith. They have the faith in the love. They have the faith in the everything. It's just, they're going through some dark moments, but dark moments bring you to light, and all the truths get exposed when you're in that darkness, believe it or not. So different type of message, totally resonates with the journal. One other thing about self-worth, when you look into each other's eyes, you almost see like a childlike. It's you know, I can't. Okay. Such a beautiful message. I'm so glad you joined. If this resonates, kindly thumbs up, like, sub, comment, hit the notification bell for more videos. It truly does help. It's 3, I'll take it. So this is what's in their heart space. I can't. Oh. Alright. So, wish you were here next to me. I miss you. The masculine cannot get the feminine out of their head, no matter how hard they try. It just, or heart. And the head is the ego. And the ego plays tricks on the heart. And they just say the light's flashing. I don't know if you can notice that, but they're flashing. I can hear and feel you telepathically. Again, they're awakened. Telepathic is energy. It's 1 minute you're in bliss, 1 minute you're in rage. They can feel this, but they're confused and they're not sure what exactly this is, but they can feel it. Exactly. Faith. The faith card just came out. Do not lose faith in our love. and they're not losing faith in the love they have for their feminine energy. And they're reaching out to their faith to get the answers as they are in that moment of darkness. And it's difficult for me too. Absolutely, it is difficult for the masculine energy. They're going through some dark energy. You have to go through the dark energy in order to get to the light. It's part of healing. And right now, the self-worth is the darkness. They're really, really doubting it. But they're reaching out to their faith to get the answers. The truths are getting exposed. There's going to be some tower moments, some storms. And if they could say anything to their feminine energy, what would it be? And I'm going to ask for 4 cards. I cannot believe this. Okay. Sometimes I just, like I said, I want to read my journal. Can I ask for 2 cards, please? Such a beautiful message. Such a very important message. And last, not least. Okay. I have these two cards together, and this is for you, beautiful feminine energy, self-love and victory. What does that exactly mean? What I wrote in my journal today was, you have to have love for oneself. This is a journey, a soul journey. You have to love oneself. And there's, once you have that love for yourself, victory awaits. It truly, truly does. I was on this journey, as I said, I've been doing this channel since, I believe, 2020. If you go back to the beginning, you'll see beginning of this channel, and if you look at this twin flame signs, I was so immature in the journey. But by the grace of God, I was given the wisdom, the knowledge, the prophecy, the vision to navigate. And near the end, just before we came into physical essence of each other, I realized it was about self-love and the love of oneself. And you just don't care if you come into physical essence of each other, because you have a great love for yourself. And I feel this message is so important for you, feminine energy. Love you. Get out. Do what's best for you. You're getting to, you're flourishing, you're blossoming, you're getting to the best version of yourself. And you just have to focus on you and not focus on your twin. I know it's hard, but just to give you an example, I came to my twin in September of 2021, I believe, or 2020, and we met in 2019. And I had gone to the beach. I was having a grand old time by myself, just, meeting people and just living the best life and loving myself. And a month later, we came into each other, and there was victory there. So despite what people say, it is about a journey of self-love. God brings you together because some of you are wounded, and he believes, or she believes, whatever you resonate, that you're so deserving of this. There's been trauma, there's been all sorts of things, and it's time you truly deserve the utmost blessing and gift of this love. But you have to love yourself. And sometimes that's where we get stuck. We get stuck because we're focusing on our twin constantly. I know I've been there. Just constantly letting the nemesis of our thought, overpower the love of oneself. It's natural to constantly think about what your twin is doing. Why? Because this is a beautiful, soul-crushing love. And when you separate, it is vulnerable. And nobody truly understands except for you. And that's where the masculine is right now. No one knows what it's like to feel me. Like everything is crashing down on them. And some are feeling some very strong sexual energy and towards the masculine energy, feminine energy. And the feminine is feeling very strong sexual energy towards the masculine energy. This is one of those phenomenons. I never felt like this type of energy before. I'd just be laying in bed meditating, and these sexual urges would come. It's crazy. And there's some of that mirroring back and forth. So if they could say anything to their beautiful feminine energy, what would it be? Again, just energy. I feel that throughout the journey, you, just based on one's experience and God's guidance, you simultaneously go through one energy through the other until you come to that harmonious balance. I do feel there is harmonious balance for many, and we all have to go through that darkness. And there's no written rule. Everybody's journey is different. You could go through it 2-3 different times. I can't yet. So this is a message to you, feminine energy. Okay, so extremely important. I love this message too much. We are triggering each other. You're triggering each other to heal, primarily, and you're triggering energy. So feminine energy may feel some sense of, I don't know, sadness, extreme sadness and darkness, because as the masculine goes through these, I want to say, tower moments, dark moments, storms, truths exposed, all this stuff, the feminine energy is taking that. And then you mirror back and forth. It's like a vicious cycle, believe it or not. And again, example, I didn't know this, but when my twin and I were in physical separation, there was a very bad karmic relationship, and there was a lot of low vibration, and I could feel that. And I would just be shopping at the store, and all of a sudden I'd be like, happy, and then this rage would come over me. And I'm not an angry person in general, so you got to be careful of the triggers. Try and get to meditate and just manifest on unconditional love. But the masculine energy can feel some triggers. Primarily, I'm thinking sexual. I'm seeing the signs and the synchronicities. So, again, number sequencing on the license plates. I'm predominantly channeling your name. So that's what's triggering some of this emotion, is they're looking, or and they're seeing your name everywhere, or they meet someone new and it's your name. So it's very bizarre signs and synchronicities, and they're seeing it. And there's some music there too. Absolutely, you've rattled my soul. I'm terrified and I'm a mess. They're a mess right now. They're scared, and it's because of all of this uncomfort. And even though there is some darkness right now, it's actually beautiful, because they're peeling back the layers and getting to that core and healing what they need to heal. And it's so, so beautiful. And as they peel back the layers, they ascend to higher consciousness. And when you ascend to a higher consciousness, that's when the truths come. So beautiful, beautiful message, feminine energy. I love this message so much. So now I'm going to do the overall energy. Some of you are crying uncontrollably. It's okay. It's healing. Look at it as healing. I know it's like, I know when I was going through this, I must have cried an ocean full of tears. I'm going to ask for 4 cards, please. So overall energy. Thank you. Yes. I love this so much. Absolutely. And I cannot believe this. Okay. I literally have this written down. Okay, free will. We all have free will. And we have free will to do as we please. And what I feel is that when the masculine and feminine energy came together, whatever way you came together, in the beauty of the gift that and blessing that it is, we separate. It's inevitable. I know some of you may think, oh, I'm not going to separate, or you may have thought that at the beginning. I thought the same thing. We have free will, and to do as we please when we want, however. But this is divinely protected, and you will get, pardon the pun here, slaps in the face by signs and saints where you just cannot, you can't run from it any longer, and you are forced to go through this awakening, and the masculine energy is going through this right now. Courage. Offer. I have this and anger. Definitely, there's some anger there, as it relates to peeling back those layers, looking, at their self-worth, and their anger is always a secondary emotion. It's not a primary emotion. It stems from self-worth issues, worry, guilt, all sorts of things. And it transmutes into anger. And that's as I was just saying, that rage, it just seems to come out of nowhere. Just know that this is, you are energetically aligned, and you transfer energy back and forth. Please get into a place of self-love. I strongly feel that there are offers coming, and I was manifesting and meditating that while I was in the bath, and I pray for all of you to come back into that physical essence if that's what you truly want. And the message that came to me was that offers are coming, and don't always look for it in most conventional forms of your masculine or feminine energy knocking on the door, sending you that text message. It could be an offer from an angel to give you the guidance to move forward on this journey and to get out of that rabbit hole. Some of you get caught in the rabbit hole, in the paradigm of lies. And I was also meditating that today, there's a lot of false information out there, and there's a lot of people who piggyback off the knowledge, the vision, the wisdom of others, which, as long as they're giving the right messages, that's okay. And courage. This journey is about courage. Courage to overcome that ego and come from a voice of the heart and not from the mind. The mind will be your nemesis. So, beautiful message. I see these offers coming as the masculine energy gets out of this darkness. They're on their knees, and they love the feminine energy like no other. And they know this, and they're just in that state. It's normal. It's absolutely normal. And as I said, every journey is different, but some of it is the same, if that makes any sense at all. And the last one for overall energy. So I love this so much. I cannot believe this. So this is overall energy. So I have the masculine energy sobbing as I go through the healing and the darkness. Our love is pure, raw, and vulnerable. That's exactly it. And it's most vulnerable when you're physically apart. And there's another message here, And I don't know who this is for. It comes to me as it comes. There's parasites out of there monopolizing off your vulnerability. And it could be people in your soul tribe, who you surround yourself with. Because you get trapped in the low vibration of the 3D world. And that's what I have written in my journal about energy vampires. The more you give, the more people take. And you get kind of stuck in this vortex of 3D vibration. What is that? Some of you are getting really bad advice, and you're not listening to the right people, and you get stuck. And that's what that stuck card could be. You're stuck in that low vibration. You need to meditate unconditional love. And the more you meditate unconditional love, the more you free yourself of that low vibration. Twins are highly empathic, very gifted, and we are truly meant to raise the vibration of this low vibrational world with our unconditional love. And I have never felt love like this before. Both twins. Absolutely. When you looked at each other, you saw through the gateway. The eyes are the gateway to the soul, and your love is to the inner depths of the core of your soul. Beautiful. Love it. Okay. Very, very important message today. Okay. Want to give you some wisdom. And then I'm going to give healing today, because I feel some of you just need a little push. And again, what resonates, what doesn't, not always going to resonate. So I'm going to ask for 4 cards, please. Caught it. Don't want to fall on the floor. Oh, okay. I'm going to ask for 3 cards, please. I love this so much. Okay. If it's 2, I'll take it now. So this is how it resonates. I love this. Okay. Such beautiful cards, such a beautiful message. You have a love for each other, and I love it. I truly pray for, I cannot believe all of this. Okay. No place like home. And it's number 50 if that resonates. No place like home. So when both of you came to each other, you magnetically felt like this sense of belonging, this sense of home. And you were yearning for each other your whole life. And when you came into each other, it felt like home. It felt natural. It's pure, raw, and vulnerable, but it also felt natural. And you felt like you were navigating much of your life. And when you came into each other, you finally felt like you were home. And you are. Milk and honey, 51. Resonate that with victory, abundance, rainbow. Once you come back into each other, there's offers coming. And I look at that as all the milk and the honey in the world. The fruits of your labor. All the darkness that you went through. Milk and honey awaits. I love this so much. The fates and blessed. This to me is a divine protection divine connection at the divine time, at the perfect time. There's no coincidences. This is fated. You were brought together because you are meant to share the most beautiful blessing and gift of a lifetime, but you're also meant to give back and find your soul purpose. And this is truly fated. And I love this so much. This is blessed, and you're blessed. And that has to do with the faith card coming out, the fates, faith. And just please do not lose faith. The moment you lose faith is the moment you remain stuck. You have to keep the faith. And I'm going to do some healing because I just feel like some of you may just need a gentle nudge or just something to get you out of that place you're stuck. It's just called out to me today. So I'm only going to ask for one card here. And what is the healing card, please? And I love it. I love this so much. This is just unbelievably unreal. Help from above. So exactly, angel, divine, God, universe, however it resonates, you are protected. This was divine. You are being guided by God, and you are getting that help from above, and you are getting the answers, and God is within all of us. So I love that so much. So have faith, okay? This is truly a test of your faith, whatever your faith may be. You know, some of you may, there's whatever your faith is. You know, there's no right, wrong, or indifferent. We all have our own faith. But whatever your faith may be, you're getting help from above, as long as you remain in faith. I feel like this is a test of your faith, and it truly does bring you to your knees. So, I'm going to ask for one card, please. Just a beautiful, loving message for you to take today. It's 2. Oh, it's 2. If 2 more fall out, then I'll take 2. Then that's a sign. So I'm going to ask for one card. One card, please. Thank you. Front, back, and it says, dwelling on the past and the future keeps me from experiencing the power of now. I make a conscious choice to be present. I accept love now. I am grateful for your love. Exactly. I feel like the past and the future robs you of the presence of now. But we do have to heal from our past wounds, our wounded warrior, our inner child. And there is huge momentum forward and offers and all sorts of good things. And this is, to me, one of the most beautiful messages of all. You're getting the help from above. Please don't lose the faith in your love. So that's all I have for you today, folks. If this resonates, kindly thumbs up, like, hit the notification bell, comment. We love to hear your comments. Have a great day, folks.